All right, it's 2 weeks before turkey season even comes in here in Pennsylvania. Comes in Saturday, November 1st. And I'm here on the farm, and there's like a 3/4 mile of fields until all the woods start bunching more together. In the past 2 days, I come out here first thing in the morning and at night, right before dark, and I throw off a couple calls for turkeys. And then this morning, after 2 days, there's over 100 turkeys in the top crest of that hill over there. I saw them this morning. I told myself I'm not even going to call. Before I even came down here, I was like, I'm not even going to call. I'm not even going to take my call. I left my call up in the house. So they're starting to move. This colder temperature, they're starting to move. But this video is, I want to give some tips on this, because I bought probably 3 or 4 of these 10 years ago, and I couldn't even get them to make a noise. Not one little noise. And it drove me nuts. So I threw them away. And I bought this thing. So basically, it's got a slate coating on the inside and then a striker. And then you could sit here with this little plunger and play with it. Or you can really go nuts. But it doesn't sound good. And it's got an adjustment knob. You can kind of mess with the spring. But I got frustrated with that too. So then last week I was like, you know what? I gotta buy one more of these and I gotta play with it. And I've been messing around with it, trying to get it to just make a noise. And what I found in the past couple of days is that I just physically had to sit there and practice it. Every couple minutes, I was sitting there watching TV in the house, making noises. So, what I found is to get this to work, you want to take your tongue and put it up against your teeth and blow as hard as you can without letting any air out. And it kind of hisses a little bit. The air goes through your teeth. And then you want to move your tongue down just a little bit and let all the air come out. And yes, my face did turn purple doing this a couple times. Definitely red the whole time. But you're going to take this call and you're going to put it in the top of your mouth so it pinches like that in the top of your mouth. And you're going to take your tongue and push up as hard as you can. Push up until you make it make a call, make a noise, I should say. Once you get a noise, then it's game time. Like I said, it took me many years to get to this. But you get that up on the top of your roof of your mouth, and it stays there without using your tongue. Then start making a noise. Once you get it to make a noise, then you can slowly start putting it farther in the back of your mouth without swallowing it. Don't freaking swallow it. That would suck. And using more towards the middle of your tongue where you can get a lot of pressure on it, you'll be able to do it. You're making noise. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a turkey, but you're making a noise. Now then, when you start adding a bunch of pressure, make that noise as loud as you can. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. I got a barn over there. It might echo off of it. Getting somewhere, huh? Just keep practicing. Sit there, make a noise. Then once it actually sounds like a turkey, you have something to go off of. You'll be happy. Flip it upside down. You might get that noise you're looking for. Let's see if my camera's still rolling here. Oh, you're doing it really loud. I'm doing it really loud. I'm going to tone that down a little bit. Keep playing with it. You'll get it. You'll get it. But while I'm out hunting, I always got a little folding saw with me. You get out there, you sit down, you get comfortable, you're like, oh man, that branch is in my way. You got a folding saw. Now, this lives in my backpack just because it's kind of bigger. Yes, it fits in my pocket, but 100% of the time, I've got these in my pocket. These are little spring actuated hand pruners. When I'm walking around, instead of making a bunch of noise and it dragging across your shirt, dragging across your brush pants, making a bunch of noise, you can make a trail anywhere you need to go. You can clear anything. These are kind of heavy, yes, but they live in my back pocket. So, I've graduated from this thing. I don't think I have the perfect dial in for this, but I got 2 weeks. 2 weeks until season starts. So, I'm going to keep playing with that. Now, is that too long? Probably. Too many? I don't know. So why should you listen to me? I've only owned this thing for 2 days. 3 days, whatever. Because I'm out here having fun and just enjoying it. I mean, outside enjoying it. Now, yeah, I know you don't have to wear orange whenever you're hunting turkey, but squirrel season's in right now, and rabbit starts tomorrow. So, I went out and got upland shots for my little 410 here. 2 years ago, I won this gun from Ducks Unlimited. Went to a sportsman show or something. I think it was in Monroeville. I walked by the guy and he goes, "Hey, tickets for $8." And I was like, okay, you know. He goes, "But I'll throw in the hat if you give me $20 and I'll give you 4 tickets." Heck yeah, this hat's worth $20. This hat's worth more than $20. I get a call. 2 weeks after I bought my A400 in a 20 gauge. I don't own a 12 gauge. I have 3 20 gauges in this 410 here. Now, I shot it one time last week and got a groundhog with it. So this has one shot through this gun. And the groundhog was at 5 feet. So, I have no idea how this gun's patterned. And I'm like, well, I like the gun now. I'm gonna go buy some upland rounds. So I got some steel shot upland rounds. And in the research I've been doing about the steel rounds is you really have to dial your chokes in because of how fast they're going. Like, this is, it don't say it on the box, but these things are shooting 1,400 feet a second. That's fast. That's almost too fast. So, the gun came with a little box. It came with 5 chokes, you know, cylinder up to full. But it's got 2 barrels, so I'm like, what the heck do I do? I put the, I think the first one's mod, and then I have improved mod underneath of it. So I'm gonna go put this thing on paper, because I think I'm gonna shoot my turkey with it. The last turkey I shot, it was 35 yards with bismuth rounds with a 20 gauge. But this got a 26-inch barrel on it. So I think I'm gonna like it. I think I'm gonna be happy with it. And there's a spider floating here. What you doing, little buddy? But so when I'm out, I always got binoculars. But the problem is, I gotta take my glasses off. These are prescription. I gotta take my glasses off. Yeah, I could see farther, but man, that freaking sucks. Because I can't see, because it's blurry. So I got my rangefinder. Take my rangefinder out, and I can actually get those in on my glasses. Even though it's 10 power and it's really small, I can still see my 10-inch plate at, it's like 530 right now. So that'll help. If you wear prescription glasses, try a monocular instead of binoculars, because when you have your glasses on and you try and look through them, one eye will come in and the other eye won't. It drives me nuts. But practice, practice, practice. Make noise. I'll catch you in the next one. Look at these little baby chokes. Alright, I took this one out. This is the modified one, and I replaced it with the full. But, alright, so I got some skeet AA Winchester. This stuff's shooting at 1,200 feet a second. That'd be a dead animal. Now this is on the modified, then I have the improved modified, and technically I only got one BB inside the X here. Isn't too bad. Then I go over to the full, and I've got 3 BBs right on the X and a couple on the inside, so that'd be a dead animal. Now I'm shooting at 20 yards. So that's the Winchester rounds. Then I got these Federal. See, it does say 1,400 feet per second on the top of it. So this would be modified. I've got one pellet there. No good at 20 yards. We got improved modified. And look where it happens. All that steel was concentrated right here. And I only got one in the X. So technically that'd be a dead animal. One BB will kill an animal. But then I go over to here, and this is the full choke on steel, and there's nothing in the X. And I was aiming right at the X, but everything kinda, see, I got a nice pattern up here and over on the side here. So I'm gonna keep shooting with the full choke and see if I can get this dialed in, because you know there's a bunch there, bunch there. I'm gonna see if this keeps replicating itself. Improved mod, first shot. Improved mod, second shot. I got 3 BBs in this one. Improved mod, third shot. I got 3 BBs in this one. Now this is only number 6 shot. So this number 6 is only 3/8 of an ounce. There's not a lot of BBs in there. And then I go over to here in the full. The group is off to the right here a little bit on the second shot. And then the third shot, I don't know. It's kind of like split in the middle. There's some here and some here. And then we go back to the first shot of the full, and everything's up here and down here, this direction. I think that the full choke is too much for this steel. I think I'm getting more consistent with the improved modified. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to buy 2 improved modified chokes for this gun for these rounds. Now the other rounds, this is number 9 shot. I know this is only skeet. You're not really, I mean, like, you could probably kill a dove or whatever with this, and definitely a rabbit. You'll kill a rabbit with this, no problem. The full chokes work for this. So I think I'm going to buy 1 more full choke for this, and then 2 improved modified for this. And this is why you have to do this, because every gun, every choke, every bullet is different. Now I picked up some of the wads here, and I never knew this about 410, but I guess they just split open, which is like weird. Like, they don't really have, they're not really coned like a 20 or a 12 gauge. But what I thought was messed up was there's still 3 BBs in this one. That could have been downrange. So I'm not too happy about that, but I don't know what happened with that. I don't know. I'm done shooting paper. I'm gonna go shoot some animals. Get outside and enjoy it.